Okay. All right. So once again, just because I see a couple of new faces, I think my name is Kelly. I'm the dietitian here. So I will try to whip through this. So this is the first time that I'm presenting this information. So I've got some notes of things that I want to include in this presentation. And we have a fairly small group, so I think we can entertain a few questions in between, but I'll try to keep it rolling. If I miss the 6 o'clock mark, somebody kind of keeping their eye on, because I know you two got to go at 5:02, so we'll kind of break at that 5:02 if somebody can just cue me that we're going over. Okay. So whether you are new to exercise or you've been exercising for 10 years, 5 days a week, the thing to know is that everyone can benefit from proper nutrition, and you'll find out why. Okay, so nutrition gives us the energy to complete our workouts. It fuels our muscles. It can help reduce soreness. It makes cramps less likely, and it can help prevent injuries. So even if you have a weight loss goal, you still need to nourish your muscles in order to complete workouts. So, and we usually do talk a little bit about this in each of the sessions, but if your goal is weight loss, fantastic. Yes, you're going to have to work on some sort of calorie deficit, but please do not forget that after and before your workouts, you need to be choosing the right kinds of foods. So we've talked about this a little bit. Oh, what happened with my formatting? I don't just spoken. I know this is tricky. It's not a hide. I don't know what happened to my formatting here. Okay, so anyways, it's supposed to look like the fat is supposed to be 20 to 35% of your daily calories. Your carbohydrates are supposed to be anywhere from 45 to 65% of your daily calories. And your protein is supposed to be anywhere from 10 to 35% of your daily calories. Now, depending on the kind of workout that you're going for, if you're doing more cardio, your carbs might need to go up a little bit. But for weight loss, we usually stay on the lower end of that 45 to 65% range. Your protein, usually I tell people to bump up the protein with working out, and especially if you're looking for weight loss. So you'll want to be closer to the 35% end of that range. Your fat, that can kind of go anywhere from that 20 to 35% range. So a lot of you, if you're using MyFitnessPal and you're plugging in all your foods, you should be able to see that in your little pie chart. All right, so I want to take a little bit of time to go over the benefits of each of the macronutrients, because they are all important and they are all involved in your muscles and working out. So carbs are the preferred source of fuel for the muscles. They help spare protein, especially if you are doing very long workouts, like if you're a runner, if you're doing any sort of half marathon, triathlon. Once you get into the burning those glycogen stores, burning those carbohydrates, you want to make sure you have enough carbohydrates on board so that you're preserving your muscle mass. Because once you've depleted all of your carbohydrate stores, all of your glycogen stores, that's when you start to dip into your protein stores. You do not want that because you want to preserve your muscle mass. You do not want your muscles breaking down. So really, again, it depends on the duration of your workout, the intensity, what kind, if you're doing strength versus cardio, but carbs are important here. They can also help with concentration and coordination. So again, if you're doing a workout and your blood sugar is starting to drop and you're starting to feel dizzy or lightheaded, it may be a carbohydrate deficiency in your diet. I would recommend focusing on complex forms of carbohydrates. These are the types of carbohydrates that do not typically cause those spikes and crashes that we talk about. So things like your vegetables, potatoes can be a safe source of carbohydrates if you're using portion control. and especially if you're doing a lot of cardio, you can have potatoes on your cardio days. Things like whole grains, breads, pastas, rice, oatmeal, quinoa. Again, you want to look for those whole grain sources. And then, of course, your fruits. Fats. Fats are anti-inflammatory, so fats are not an enemy when we are trying to lose weight. So we can just nix that idea. The only thing that you need to be careful with fats is just portion control, again, because the calories do add up. But if you're picking the right types of fats, if you're balancing them with your other macronutrients, they are needed in the diet. They also help with absorption of vitamins A, D, E, and K. So at your meals, if you're having good sources of vegetables, you should be having a little bit of fat with your meals as well. They also help with hormone production and regulation. Some of the best sources of fats are your monounsaturated sources like extra virgin olive oil, avocado, flaxseed, and there's other ones too, but those are some of your best. Okay, protein is needed for repair of muscles after, before, and between your workouts. It also helps with muscle contraction and relaxation. So again, kind of preventing those cramping feelings. It prevents your muscle breakdown. And then these are the recommendations here depending on the type of exercise that you are partaking in. So if you are doing more endurance and you don't have any kidney concerns, you can do anywhere from 1.2 to 1.4 grams per kilogram of body weight. In order to find your kilograms, you would just take your weight divided by 2.2, and that's how many kilograms you weigh. If you're doing more strength and you're looking for muscle building, you can take it to 1.7. I've seen some early research that says we can even take it up to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, but that's very new research. But again, as long as you don't have any kidney disease or anything like that, it should be okay to take it up to 2. Lean sources, again, if you are focusing on weight loss, you'll want to look for the lean sources, so chicken, turkey, eggs, egg whites, fish. Nuts have those calories and those good fats, so again, just portion control. Beans, lean meat, dairy. Salmon is a fattier fish, so again, you can incorporate it into your diet, it's just portion control. I want to talk about supplements. Remember that you can't out supplement a poor lifestyle. So your lifestyle has to be your foundation. I mean, you can take all the supplements, pills in the world, but if you are missing things in your lifestyle, you know, it's an uphill battle. So first of all, are you training appropriately? Are you getting appropriate rest days in between your workouts so that your muscles aren't always inflamed? Okay. What are your sleep habits? Your muscles and like everything else in your body does a lot of repair when you're sleeping. So if you aren't getting adequate sleep, if it's interrupted, if it's poor quality, if it's not enough, that can really hinder your efforts. So take a look at that. Do your research if you are looking into supplements. The stuff out there, the regulations are, I don't know how to put it lightly, they're there, just not what we would like to see. So very few products out there are actually backed by good evidence. And like I said, the FDA does regulate them, but there's an act out there that protects companies from not getting their product pulled so long as people aren't complaining about problems. I'm trying to just break that down for you. So again, do your research. Research the company well. Look for pros and cons. Look for reviews. Talk to your physician. Look to see, who's on the, who's part of the manufacturing company. Like, are there physicians on there? Are there dietitians? Are they pharmaceutical grade? All that good stuff. And then what's the goal that you're aiming for? Are you looking for muscle building, weight loss, etc.? Okay, ergogenic aids. Now some of this is a little bit more specific to running. Well, no, this could go with weight training as well. But beetroot juice has nitrates. Now these are not like nitrates that we're thinking of in like processed foods. These are natural nitrates that are found in some of our food sources. But the research says that it does lead to increased stamina for longer bouts of exercise. So again, if you are a distance runner or want to get into distance running, this might be something that you can look into. It's said to improve blood flow. However, cooking decreases the benefits of the nitrates. So if you can do raw beets, that seems to be the best. Gelatin is another one that's getting really popular. It may aid in injury prevention and healing. One study revealed that men who consume gelatin with vitamin C 1 hour prior to a high-intensity interval training session had better collagen synthesis. So that's the protein in the joint cartilage, and it could aid in the injury and prevention. Injury prevention. So that was out of the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition of 2016.
Where do you find that?
Good question. I haven't looked for it personally. Probably in, I don't know, like a Whole Foods store. I don't know if the regular stores carry that. Has anybody seen beetroot juice? Yeah, I would try one of like a health food store or like Whole Foods or
Trader Joe's.
Yeah, Trader Joe's. Woodman seems to have everything. I mean, so I would check there. And it could, like Pick and Save might have it too. I haven't personally looked for it myself, so that'll be a little field trip for me next time.
Google it.
I'm sorry, what?
Just Google it.
Google, yeah, oh yeah, if you Google where to buy it or whatever, I'm sure it'll all start popping up. Okay, watermelon juice. Oh, where's that? Okay. So, did I skip one? Hang on a second. I think I did too, because I'm out of order here. Okay, caffeine. Let's talk about caffeine first. Okay, so caffeine is said to increase performance 1 to 2 cups prior to workout. Now we're talking like athletic workout, not just like coming to the gym for a 45-minute Zumba or spin class. I'm talking like a long run sort of thing, marathon type training. However, the more ingested daily, the lower the response. So if you are a regular caffeine consumer, you may not see the same benefit as somebody who was just starting out drinking caffeine. Creatine is another one that's becoming vastly popular. It is naturally found in fish and red meat. So if you are not a vegan or vegetarian and you're good with eating your proteins, you may not need the creatine. The creatine is really more for, again, if you're looking to build muscle mass. So that's typically what that's used for. It is said to reduce fatigue and allow for longer workouts and more reps. So again, that's where that would be beneficial if you're looking for a muscle increase. And it's more beneficial to the fast twitch muscle fibers. So for those of you who like HIIT and strength training, that's where you're going to hit those fast twitch muscle fibers. Slow twitch would be like your steady state cardio, that type of, or running. Okay. Creatine also transports energy to cells, which reduces fatigue. Okay, now the watermelon juice. So some of the research is indicating that it can improve oxygen uptake. It can be used in either anaerobic or aerobic exercise to reduce fatigue and quick recovery. However, it says you may have to drink 1 liter of this. So that is quite a lot. So, and the reason and so you might be like, well, why is she even including that then? Because people jump on, if they see this on the internet or in their Facebook feed or whatever, they're like, oh, I gotta drink this. Well, just letting you know, if you see this, you know, you may have to drink a liter, so that's, I don't know, that's a lot in my opinion. Green tea is also said to increase endurance and fat oxidation, so you probably have seen that for like weight loss. A lot of products want green tea extract and all that good stuff. But here, if you're going to do green tea, you may have to drink 4 cups a day. So if you love green tea, probably not so much of an issue, but if you don't like tea, that's a good amount. Okay, whey protein. Now this one's probably the most popular one. This one does help with increasing muscle mass. You want to look for grass-fed, hormone-free. It is recommended that you do 10 to 20 grams prior to weight training. Again, this is if you're looking to really get your muscle mass going. 20 to 30 grams within 30 minutes post-workout. However, caution with kidney or liver disease. There's also, if you find a whey protein supplement that has citrulline, that converts to arginine in the body, which leads to human growth hormone, which that is needed for building up muscles. With whey protein too, make sure you're reading your ingredient list. Is there a lot of like artificial sugars or artificial colors, preservative chemicals, those types of things in there? You want to be careful of that. Branched chain amino acids, I've been seeing a lot of posts on this as well. So these are 3 essential amino acids that are needed by the body. That's leucine, isoleucine, and valine. They have the potential to fuel muscles. However, the research is inconclusive here. They may also prevent muscle damage and reduce fatigue. But again, the verdict is out whether supplementation is more beneficial than food. And you can get these 3 amino acids from food. Again, if you're not a vegetarian or a vegan and you're getting a good amount of protein, you should be able to get these amino acids. If you are looking into supplementation, there's no like really good recommendations other than it says a dose of branched chain amino acids with about 2 to 3 grams of leucine is suggested. But I've been trying to look up dosage and it's still, they're not sure. Medium chain triglycerides or MCTs, so maybe you've been seeing some of these posts pop up, or maybe it's just me. A lot of it is found in coconut oil, or you can get pure MCT oil as well. So here it's ketone production, so you produce ketones in the body and that preserves glycogen, and then it produces less lactic acid in the body. So these are metabolized differently than long-chain fatty acid, or I'm sorry, triglycerides. They go directly to the liver and they convert to energy. So here, the recommendation is 1 teaspoon 3 times daily to start, but watch how your body responds to that because you may have some GI issues. So from there, you can gradually increase to 1 tablespoon 3 times a day. But again, you've got to kind of know what your goals are with your working out. Okay, so now let's get more general here. So this would be more applicable, I think, to most of you in this room. And you have some handouts that goes over some examples of food to eat before a workout. But the general recommendations here are that you can have a meal about 2 to 4 hours prior to your workout. So you do want to give your digestive tract a little bit of time to settle down before you come in here and put in work. Aim for a meal that's got lean protein and, again, are good carbohydrates. Low fat, low fiber, this is more so if you're going to do, again, like your marathon training or long distance running. Otherwise, if you're just kind of coming in to the gym to do like your 45-minute workout, you don't necessarily have to do low fat, low fiber as long as you feel good and you feel like the food is sitting well with you. And then again, the avoid high fiber 6 to 8 hours prior. This is more so before a running event. If you're going to do snack or liquid, aim for about a half hour to an hour before your workout. Again, just so you can give your digestive tract a little time to settle down and process that food. Make sure it's something easily digestible. Now this is different for everybody. There are some, like I said, some examples of foods and things on that sheet, but everybody's digestive tract is different. I always give the example, I had a friend that used to take Impact here, and she, like one night she came in eating an apple before class. I could never do that, like it would not sit well with me, but for her it was just fine. So you kind of have to do a little bit of experimentation and know your body. Liquids always, protein shakes, those types of things, those typically do sit well with a lot of people. So, and they're quick, so if you're running from one place to the next, a lot of people do like that. They're helpful for early morning. So again, those shakes. If you're gonna come in and do, Joy, what time is you have a 5:30 workout class?
5:15
tomorrow
morning.
Okay, so if you're gonna come in and do Joy's workout class tomorrow at 5:15, liquid might sit better. No? No to the liquid or the 5:15?
5:15.
Okay. Okay. All
I
right.
have to get up at 3 a.m. to eat.
Yeah. Yeah. I am not alive at that time, or if I am, I'm I'll swear. Yeah. Okay. Fluid here. Make sure you're drinking and hydrating before you do your workout. Okay. Make sure you're getting fluids to all your cells. Right? So the recommendation here is about 2 cups 2 hours prior to your workout, and then 2 cups 15 minutes prior. Now again, you got to kind of play around with this. This is, again, more for your long distance running, because I don't know that I could do 2 cups 15 minutes prior to coming and doing just a 45-minute workout. If I was doing like a mud run, yeah, because I would just sweat it off pretty much immediately. But again, if you're in here, you can kind of play around with that. During, is anybody doing long distance runs right now? Okay, so really you do not need to do any sort of nutrition in the middle of your workouts other than water, as long as it's under 90 minutes. If you're going over 90 minutes, like again, your triathlons, that type of stuff, then you do need to have nutrition. So pre-workout nutrition is necessary for performance, and post is necessary for progress. So we cannot forget, is it 6? Okay, so for those of you, okay, so it's 5:2. If you need to go, please go. All right, so after your workout, this 30-minute window is critical. So all the research I've been looking at, some of them say 10 minutes, some of them say 30, some are a little bit more lenient, so I'm going with 30 minutes. That is your window in which, especially if you do strength training and you're looking to repair those muscles and get the toning or the muscle mass, this 30-minute window is critical for nutrition. So here you should be aiming for something that has both carbohydrate and protein, because remember, when you are working out, you're burning up some of those glycogen stores. And this is why you need carbohydrates too. So the body produces insulin to drive muscle building. So clearly we need it. Okay, so quick things here. Chocolate milk, again, chocolate milk, you just got to see how that fits into your meal plan. A lot of athletes like it because of the ratio of the carbs to protein, and it's quick. Otherwise, if you're like, oh my goodness, chocolate milk, you can do like a protein smoothie. So you want something that's got about 15 to 30 grams of protein. So the only thing with chocolate milk, it only has about 7, 8. So you'd have to do quite a bit of chocolate milk. So in that instance, the protein smoothie might be a better option for you. So you can have that snack and then your meal 2 to 4 hours later. Now, if you work out at the gym and then you're going right home to eat dinner, you don't need the snack. If you're literally leaving from here, it takes you 5 minutes to get home, just go home and eat dinner if you can get it in that 30-minute window. We've talked about this. Your fluids should be at a rate of 2 cups per pound lost. Yes?
So if you can't get it in that 30-minute window, do you need to then wait 2 hours? Like what about the 31 to minute to 2 hours.
So if you can't get your meal in that 30-minute window, I would do a snack, a high protein carbohydrate snack. So can I ask, what time do you do your workout?
To be determined.
Okay, okay. So yeah.
Probably 9 o'clock.
In the morning? Oh,
So then I
okay.
just, yeah.
Yeah, then you could do a snack and then you can have your lunch around lunchtime. Yeah, or noonish, I should say, because everybody's lunchtime might be different. But yeah, that 30-minute window. Okay, we talked about this with the fluids. So again, if you weigh yourself immediately before your workout and then immediately after, for every pound of fluid that you've lost, you would add on 2 cups of water that you would need to drink in addition to your baseline. All right, so more about carbohydrates. They replace your glycogen stores. The rate here, now again, I don't know if you need to go this high because most of you we're not talking about this is a little bit more for athletes. So you might be able to take it more to the 2-to-1 or the 3-to-1 ratio. Yeah, I don't know if you need that many carbs unless you are doing a long distance run. And then there's that, you should have the Eating for Recovery handout as well. Okay, and then I did post on the Facebook nutrition page an article, but like I said, the post-workout nourishment is necessary. So if you are working out at 7 o'clock at night and you are going home, you really, especially again, strength training, you really should be having nourishment before you just go to bed, okay? The research, so the article that I posted said basically the biggest concern was if you were eating something before bed, the people that tended to gain weight it was because they were just having additional calories. It wasn't because they were eating before bed and that somehow they gained weight from that. It was because they were eating above and beyond their calorie needs for the day. Now, with that, I have seen some research that says that eating late at night may affect our circadian rhythms, but not enough for me to say don't eat past post-workout if you're working out later at night, okay? Questions about that? Oh, wait, okay, some recovery foods, especially again, now remember a lot of this is more towards like strenuous workouts. And well, a lot of you are doing strenuous workout right now. So, okay, antioxidants reduce inflammation. So if you're having soreness post-workout, tart cherry juice is said to really be helpful with that. Just again, watch how much you're doing of that because it can add the calories. Bananas are typically easily digestible, they're quick, and they're a great potassium replacement. Foods with electrolytes include potatoes, yogurt, orange juice, soup, cheese, and vegetable juice. Orange juice, again, I would probably not include that unless you're doing, I'm going to keep saying this, unless you're doing your long runs. If you're just doing a quick workout here, the orange juice, that's going to add a lot of sugar and calories. All right, hydration we have talked about quite a bit. Limit and avoid alcohol and excess caffeine because the caffeine not so much, but the alcohol tends to dehydrate us. And the only reason I say limit the excess caffeine is really more so to make sure that you aren't getting jitters, it's not affecting your sleep patterns at night. So sources of hydration, you can do sports drinks if you're doing outside workouts for like more than an hour, or if you're in here going more than 90 minutes. Otherwise, you do not need a sports drink, okay? Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of my 13-year-old son who's basketball.
Uh-huh.
And I see you have the homemade sports drink. is, obviously this is better for you than like a Gatorade or a Powerade?
I included that because like the Gatorades tend to have like the artificial colors and stuff in there. So if you want something that's a little bit more natural, you can do the homemade one. But yeah, the Gatorades have like...
Have you tried this?
I have not tried it because I haven't had a need to have a sports drink. I can't promise it. I mean, because you're adding salt in there too, so it's I don't know how appetizing it's really supposed to be. It's more for just replenishing your stores. So, but yeah, if you are outside working out, you know, like it's supposed to be almost 90 on Saturday. So if you are doing a run outside or a boot camp outside and it's going on an hour or more, yeah, then you may want to consider doing a sports drink. But anything less than that, now it's air conditioned in the gym, you don't need that. But yeah, if you have kids, you know, working out, you know, several hour games, working outside, you know, then sports drinks are appropriate. Okay, you can get hydration from juice. However, again, this is more for those long distance running. Herbal tea, milk, broth, fruits and vegetables. Okay, lifestyle, like I said, you can't out-supplement, you can't, you know, outwork a poor lifestyle. So follow a healthy diet most of the time, regardless of whether or not you're training for something or working out that day. Practice meal timing, again, that's more so, well, no, actually, no, I take that back. You may need to practice meal timing. If you're coming in here and doing a HIIT workout and you're like, oh, my stomach is just, you know, then you may need to play around a little bit with your snacking timing and your meal timing and your macronutrients and how they're affecting you. Along that same breath, experiment with food tolerance and fueling. Your food journals, again, can't stress enough how important the food journals are because, again, if you're coming in into your workouts and you're feeling lightheaded, dizzy, you know, gastrointestinal stress, that food journal is really a great tool to figure out what it is that's causing those problems and how to fix those. All right, so a couple questions for you. Can you describe for me a pre-workout meal? It's pretty similar to what a regular meal should look like.
Well, I suppose if you're rushing and grab a couple protein drinks, that's not a good idea.
No, you can have a protein. I wouldn't do a couple.
Well, they're really small. I mean, it's not like a homemade, the ones that you buy at the store, Walmart.
Oh, you're talking like a boost drink or something?
Something like that.
Okay, and even so, I think you would only need one because a lot of those are what, like 200, 300 calories?
Yeah, 190.
190? Okay, yeah, I don't think you need to do more than that, especially right before a workout, but yeah, one would be appropriate. Yeah.
I like the Greek yogurt with a half banana before a good strength training workout. It works for me.
Great. So half a banana with plain Greek yogurt, or is it flavored, or?
I've been buying Siggy's brand, which is really low in sugar.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's
I've
like
been meaning to try that.
Icelandic something.
Yep.
It's only like 5 or 6 grams. But I buy the whole fat,
Okay.
the 4%.
Yeah.
Because
Is
I
it
figured-
higher in protein too? I thought I read.
Higher in protein,
Okay.
and then I do the full fat, and then it's low in artificial stuff and sugar. What's
Yeah.
the name of it? It's Siggy's, Siggi, and it's at Pick and Save in Hills Quarters on the other side of the cooler. It's really tasty and thick.
I was gonna say it's supposed to be really like a dessert almost, like
Yes.
creamy. Yeah, I've been meaning to try that. I have some coworkers that really love that stuff.
I'm gonna go to Zurich now.
Yep,
Thank
go.
you.
Yeah, if you need to go for 6 o'clock. Okay, so your pre-workout meal though can really just look like we've talked about a regular meal, like your plate method, right? So,
Oh, she said veggies.
yes, always vegetables, right? So about half your plate is vegetables, a quarter of your plate is your lean protein, and then the other quarter of your plate is your starch, okay? So you can do a regular meal just depending on your GI and how you respond in your workouts. Okay, provide an example of a post-race snack or meal. And you can use your handouts. I know we didn't go through those, but they have examples.
Is that the chocolate milk?
Sure.
I do peanut butter and bananas once in a while.
Peanut butter, that's great. That peanut butter banana is quick. It's tasty. It does have a, yeah, it's got, it's easy, yes. It does have potassium in there. And the peanut butter tends to have a little bit of salt, so if you do need a little bit of electrolyte replacement, yeah, peanut butter and banana is a great like workout food. Any other examples? Within what time frame must you consume either your meal or your snack?
30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah. Yeah, I keep following the research. Like I said, I've seen some stuff that says you have a little longer than that, but I'm sticking to the 30 minutes right now.
What if you can't get there in 30 minutes?
Try to have a snack or something. Yeah.
Bring it with you.
Yeah, bring it with you. Yeah. Yeah, and that's where like peanut butter and banana, that's a quick, very quick, something that you can pack in a cooler with you, keep the cooler in the car. If you're looking for your resistant starch, green bananas, if you like green bananas. Okay, you lost 3 pounds post-workout. How much water should you drink in addition to your baseline?
6
cups. 6 cups. Okay. All right. So your body is its own unique canvas. You are the artist, nutrition is the medium, and your workouts are your paintbrush. So like I said, some of this, if you have questions, please ask, because this was more tailored towards the athletic, like, I shouldn't say the athletic, not that you're not athletic. Athletes, like, run, like elite run, yes, there we go.
Elite runners.
Elite runners, yes. And some of you do run half marathons and marathons, so that is considered athletes. But so it wasn't tailored completely to weight loss, but I know not a lot of you need that. So like I said, if you need clarification on something or have a question about something, please ask. Questions at this time?
So if you work out first thing in the morning, and so you should not have like your protein drink, I have Shakeology every morning, but should I not have it before, or you have to have it an hour, at least an hour before exercise?
You can do a half hour. And really it's up to you. If if it sits well, like I said, I've seen people come in and have something right before a workout. The only thing is, well, no, I think you should be fine doing that. I mean, personally, I just like to give the digestive tract a little bit of time to like process what's going on, because when you eat something right before a workout, the blood rushes to the stomach and it goes away from your extremities because you need to process the food. So if you're feeling like, if you eat or drink something before a workout and you come in, you're like, oh, that could be why, is because all that blood is rushing to your digestive tract to get the food processed. So that's why that 30 minute to 60-minute window is kind of key if you're going to do something like a snack or a shake. If you're going to do a full-on meal, I would do, the 2 to 4 hours before, because again, your digestive tract's got a lot of work to do there. So, other questions? Okay. All right, so the next one is Thursday, June 22nd at 5:30. And this one is going to be specifically talking about foods that support weight loss. So I will see you then. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the 90-degree heat that we are supposed to get this weekend.